Welcome to Photo Finds. I am your host Kevin E. Let's get started, where this week we are going to go two places. The first is Dinosaur World. And Dinosaur World is on the Interstate 4, halfway between Orlando and Tampa. So if you're driving over to Tampa, you'll find it closer on the Tampa side of things. They've got a new parking lot here at Dinosaur World, and you'll see it from this angle as well. And this building is also new. It replaces their original building up at the front, and it kind of shows you more of their kind of old style roadside attraction, as well as their new style, more highly detailed type of attraction. And you see their frosted doors on the way in. So this is the new gift shop. We'll look around the gift shop a little bit more on our way out at the end. As you can see, Dinosaur World is not very expensive, just $12.75 for the adults. This is the new zone, and it crosses the stream then into the old park. This used to be a basic parking lot now, where the building is located, as well as this compound, which you find just outside the building. So you'll have decorated restrooms on the one side, and then more of a museum coming in this corner there. That wasn't open when we visited in early January. And then they've got some of their old style stuff scattered around, as well as this little dinosaur walk and the fossil dig. We'll get to that in just a moment. So here they have a child's playground set up, a lot of picnic tables, really a toddler playground as well. And then they have a regular playground, more for kids aged, as you saw, in the middle ages of childhood. Several of their playground equipment lying around, even more benches. And then you make your way over to the fossil dig, which is a holdover from the old thing they used to have. It boils down to you pay a couple of bucks and you can sift through the sand and take home some of the fossils that are found within. And shark teeth are some of the more common ones that you find in there. This is Dinosaur World itself, and we're making our way into the actual park. There's the new walkway and the old gift shop and entrance. There you can see it from a distance, but we're going to go around it and into the park proper itself. Now, if you've not been to Dinosaur World before, what you're going to find here is a lot of facilities for holding parks and holding picnics, and then some basic dinosaur displays. Now, this is a new thing here in this one dinosaur display, and that's the QR code. And if you scan the QR code with your smartphone, you'll get a YouTube video of the scientist, or a scientist, a worker at the place, standing in this exact spot talking about the Maiasaur, in this case, the dinosaur that you're looking at. So that's a real neat way of making it kind of more 3D and augmented reality. You'll find a boneyard, which is really a big sandbox. And then as you work your way around the various buildings, you'll see some old-style museums, still more places for picnics and the like. Some old skeletons, but mostly what you're going to find at Dinosaur World is this kind of thing, where you have full-featured, full-sized, and full color, who knows if these are accurate colors, dinosaurs in both old style and new style. Now this is an example of the old style, where the skin doesn't really have that much detail or crenellations to it. And then you'll have the new ones, which are sometimes nearby, with a lot more detail on them. And so over the years, Dinosaur World has taken their old style ones and added new ones that have more detail, and the result today is when you walk around on the paths, you see kind of both of them existing side by side, where you can walk underneath and around, and you get a sense for perspective and how large the dinosaurs are or would be. In some cases, though, you'll see that these are old enough that the dinosaurs are presented with dragging tails, right? And we now think that most of the dinosaurs didn't have that kind of physique. So in some ways, this is also a little bit reminiscent of what dinosaur science has done over the last several years. And in that sense, this is also important for you to know if you're sort of Disney focused, because the Disney's Animal Kingdom Dinoland section was modeled on roadside attractions just like this one. And this one predates Animal Kingdom, so it is possible to some extent that Disney's Animal Kingdom was kind of a reaction to this Dinosaur World thing just up the road really from Interstate 4. And as you can see, there's really just a lot of dinosaurs you make your way throughout the exhibit. It takes a few hours to make your way through everything, but it's not an all-day attraction. And you make your way back to the gift shop, and you'll find actual fossilized things that you can purchase. Lots of dinosaur toys, of course. Now, at the Richard Petty driving experience, we're back at Disney World, which is our second vacation destination here. They've added something new, and that's the exotic driving experience. They've got a lot of signs for this throughout the transportation and ticket center area. You see there's 3 or 4 of them all in a row, and then as you make your way underneath to go to the driving experience, you'll see more signs about the exotic thing. It's not what you first see when you come in. These tight turns and old tires here is actually used for go-karts. And apparently they had these go-karts about a year ago for public use and no one did it. I don't think anyone knew about it. Now they just use it for corporate events. This on the other side of the main central zone, it's one big oval, then you can see the oval around the outside. These are the S-turns, however, that are for the exotic driving experience. And the concept here is that you can either drive or ride along in something like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. And it costs a lot more than just the regular driving or riding along at the main oval. And so they've got the van that will still pick you up, and if you venture inside, you'll see that they've kind of added more in the way of their merchandise. And they've got these old ones, the old cars, as well as some of the new cars, the new style cars, and there's the new ones in the black color. Even changed the outfit colors for when you drive. And here's the price list for what you see. So if you want the Ferrari, for instance, it's $389 for 6 laps. And there's the Lamborghinis and an Audi and then a Porsche, which is only $199 for 6 laps. And the driving along rather than riding costs a lot less than that. It's about $99. Big Thunder is under construction, and here you can see it drained. This is an interesting shot with the train, and you can see Tumbleweed fully dried out, being new irony with the sign. They've got the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom up and running in some areas now, and it's on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays at the moment where you can sample that game, and I'll have more on that in a future update. Scrims on Main Street, they continue working in a couple of different places throughout the park in the off-season. I applaud that. And then another place that has recently had construction, this is in Fantasyland near Peter Pan. Reportedly, Peter Pan is getting a new queue, and we might be losing the bathrooms in here. All of this will be leveled and turned into a new walkway. And so the main walkway here, we're not sure if this is sticking around or not, but there may be another walkway and a new set of bathrooms up around here. And you can see the wall from a couple of different angles. Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It. I include this just because it only recently occurred to me, what is this title actually referring to? Move It and Shake It sounds like you're tushy. Is that what you're supposed to celebrate too? Over to the Tomorrowland Eatery. This is Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, where they've got yet another new video sign, and they keep changing out their video menu signs. And they've got some construction going on their condiments bar. Switching parks to Epcot. A little construction happening in Italy. There's a new bar coming in, a wine bar coming into Tutto Italia. And I haven't taken a picture of these Duffy stamps since they've been there. I didn't even realize until recently that all the stamps are Duffy as well. Since Tutto Italia is under construction, they've got the Food and Wine Italian booth out front to provide a little bit more in the way of food for visitors. The Dca Booth by the American Pavilion has been upgraded recently. They've got this little sign, and we'll come back to that sign in a minute. There's a detail I want to show you. And they've done some new decorations inside as well. There's that detail. It's a hidden Mickey. Over to the United Kingdom, the zone behind the wall here used to be the meet and greet for Winnie the Pooh and friends. It's behind walls right now, so obviously they're doing some construction. At Hollywood Studios, recently on the day Obama visited the Magic Kingdom, the president was there giving a speech about tourism. They added an extra fireworks show at Hollywood Studios in the middle of the week to try to lure people to that park instead, and had the new name Rock the Night. And it was actually the same as the New Year's Eve fireworks, just done with a brand new name. And so they have a live band. If you've ever seen the New Year's Eve fireworks, Mulch, Sweat, and Shears will perform the music for the fireworks. It's actually kind of impressive. Until very recently, the Transportation Ticket Center at the Magic Kingdom had a video monitor on both sides here, just on the first booth. And I guess it was a test if they wanted to give dynamic pricing or not have to change the signs all the time. And they've gone back to a sort of a hardened menu board here, so perhaps the test is over. We're going to finish out with a couple of new pieces of merchandise I've noticed for the first time. The Milk and Cookies sort of hat and vinylmation combination. Yoda hat with mouse ears that I saw several people wearing on this past weekend. And then this Mickey Mouse tuxedo vinylmation, which is oddly, it doesn't fit the face, even though the shape is theoretically Mickey Mouse himself. That does it for another week. Just a reminder, we've got the 2011 Walt Disney World Yearbook on sale at Amazon for any of you interested in charting and keeping track of what has changed since your last visit. We'll catch you next time.